chance unless you're trying to put a bat on a ball. Clayton Kershaw. That's what the hitters have got to solve today. A view here inside Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles, the home of the LA Dodgers.
Yeah, that's for
Steve,
sure.
what do you think the strategy is going to be today as he goes against those
Well, a guy like Clayton Kershaw is going to use his best stuff, just attack the hitters with a fastball in the mid-90s and a curveball that just falls off the table. He is unhittable at times for lefties and righties.
So who are you looking at, John?
Well, if this team's going to win today, B.J. Upton is going to have to be the guy that gets on base and scores runs and drives in runs. Unbelievable talent, but he's yet to live up to that potential. Let's see if he can start with this one today.
I agree. You know, B.J. Upton, Melvin Upton.
Up now, the center fielder. He's a leadoff man.
Former All-Star, the Cuban. This big superstar, played for the Mets for a bit. Just flamed out.
And Kershaw, too high.
Well, that pitch right there just seemed to get away from the pitcher, took off on him. Looked like he tried to overthrow that a little bit.
Fastball just misses, and he falls behind 2-0.
Well, you look at the A's in 2022. They really struggled. And you think about
Here's the delivery.
It's confident.
Fastball called strike 2-1.
I did not swing at that pitch. I mean, he throws your fastball right down the middle. You got to be ready when you get your pitch to deliver.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, the Dodgers
The 2-1.
are another team that came so close to winning the
2-1
World
pitch,
Series.
slider, swung out and
The
missed.
last
2-3.
3 years,
Oh,
they've
that's
been
a
to
swing
couple.
right there. He wasn't trying to
1-1.
just hit a dribbler the other
Lost
way. He was trying to hit that one out of the ballpark. Great pitch, though. He just swings and misses.
Yeah, that was a good pitch. You know, sometimes you got to have confidence. Just didn't have any there.
Hard grounded to short. Number 13. And that's the first out of this ball game in the books.
Left fielder, number 20.
We'll take a quick look at the Dodgers and see what they look like defensively. And how do you like who's out there, John?
Well, you want him in your lineup for his bat first and foremost, but Albert Pujols has made himself a great defender. He's really improved his play at first base.
Well, the Hall of Famer now retired, Albert Pujols, the all-time leader in Cardinals history in home runs. And he's second on the all-time list. Actually, no, fourth on the all-time list in terms of home runs.
Hit on the ground over to shortstop.
Career 700.
Number 13.
8.
In time for the out.
For the Oakland Athletics, third baseman, number 13.
And B.J. Upton will stand in, 2 down. First pitch, a fastball. That's in there for a strike.
Well, that's a hittable pitch right there, Gary. A fastball in the inner part of the plate, but if you're looking out over the plate, sometimes it freezes you.
And that's a strike. Upton now will take the defensive don't cane me stance.
Well, that's just textbook pitching right there. Exactly where you want to put the breaking ball. Either keep it down at the knees or even bounce it in the dirt if you have to get the hitter to swing over top of it. That's what he did there. Great pitch.
Curveball, that tied him up in knots. Swung on and missed. Side retired. So Clayton Kershaw gets him. That's a 1-2-3. He gets through the first inning without allowing a hit. And first chance coming up for the Dodgers.
Now batting for the Los Angeles Dodgers.
It's going to be Adam Russell on the mound. For Oakland, he'll be starting. Steve, let's try and go inside his mind. What's he thinking about against these Dodgers?
A good-looking lefty on the mound right here against a lineup that can put some runs up on the board. So pretty even matchup. So it's going to come down to which side executes better than the other. Oftentimes we say good pitching can beat good hitting.
Pitch on the way. High for a ball, 1-1.
You're playing with fire right there. Hanging the breaking ball up in the zone. That's the way you can get hurt.
Line drive. That's foul towards first. The 1-2 pitch. This one's grounded foul wide of first.
Well, a great piece of hitting right there to stay alive in this at-bat. A tough pitch. He fouls it off. Now he's hoping that the pitcher will make a mistake so he can drive one.
Won't offer at the change, and it's 2-2. There's a swing, line drive, center field. Well, that's a good start. First batter, first hit, and he throws it away. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Dodgers. John, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, there isn't anything Albert Pujols can't do in a batter's box. Power, plate discipline. He is the complete package. Even in the on-deck circle, he's still a threat because managers have to figure out a way to manage around him.
Good pitch as he's late on that one. 0-1.
Well, it looked like he was fooled. He wasn't ready for that sinker.
He deals. Lined, foul towards third. Here's the pitch. Swing and a drive, deep left center. One away. And they just tried to hold him there at first. Now's a good time to take a quick look at how the Athletics shape up on the field with defense. Particular standouts here, John?
Well, you want a guy who can do it all with his speed and his arm, and B.J. Upton, he is that guy. He can go every direction for the ball. He can come in on balls. He can go back on balls. But what I like about him, it seems to be a lost art, is he charges the ball as hard as anyone, and he has a strong, accurate throwing arm. And when you have that, you're going to get a lot of outs when teams get hits off of you.
Yeah, absolutely. You saw it in his career with B.J. He was always a great outfielder, and he went from third base into the outfield with Tampa Bay, and now here with the Oakland A's here. We'll have to see what he can do. You never know in this game. You know, in 2022, we've seen the Oakland A's tear it down, trading off pitcher on the mound tonight, Sean Manaea, in a pretty interesting trade with the San Diego Padres at the trade deadline. And you look at the Dodgers, you know, they're coming off a pretty upsetting loss in the playoffs to none other than the San Diego Padres. You know, you think about strategy in baseball, and you think about possibilities of winning, and we've seen it with the Dodgers.
Runner at
still
first with
on.
one down. Headed for the middle, and he's up with it. There's one, and that's two. A double play. No runs, one hit, and no one left on base. Still scoreless in LA.
Well, Jed Lowry now retired. Bad double play.
And we've got Parker batting. He'll start it off here in the second.
I believe this Chris Parker has potential. He could be a real
Kershaw
good
with a windup.
down the line.
Fastball in there for a called strike.
Well, clearly the pitcher's in control right here. This guy really struggles on the fastball when he's behind in the count, so look for the heat.
Yeah, that's all about the heat. And the thing about Clayton Kershaw, he's won 3 Cy Youngs. He's dominated in the playoffs. He's won a World Series. He's one of the greatest.
He delivers. That second pitch cuts on a fastball, misses, and it's 0-2.
Well, climbing the ladder on him right there, he just throws that fastball right by him up in the zone.
Absolutely. And he's showing the heat.
Swing and a miss on the slider, one out.
Well, the slider is his go-to pitch, and it's not surprising. You can see why. 2 strikeouts in a row on that hard-breaking, nasty slider.
You know, the slider is one of the toughest pitches in baseball to hit. And if you can get a good look at it, you might have a chance. But Clayton Kershaw has proven he's one of the best at throwing
In the box now, number 5 spot.
Well, sometimes it's difficult for young teams to win on the road. In 2011, that was the story for the Oakland A's. They just couldn't find ways to get it done outside of Oakland.
Yeah, it's been tough for the A's. You know, you go back to 2008 for the Oakland A's in terms of winning on the road. And it's been tough. In 2013, they managed to turn it around a little bit. 2014, they started getting better. 2015, they started to really get better on the road.
And Steve was
They're
talking
still bad.
about the road woes. 50 losses for the A's away from home, John.
For a young team like the A's, still trying to get their feet wet, it can be hard going on the road and coming home with some W's.
Lays off the curveball. Good pitch, though. 1-1.
When we look at how Kershaw was able to dominate the National League in 2011, not a big surprise he was named the National League Cy Young Award winner.
Yeah, he won that thing, no doubt. He's just unhittable.
And he looks at a fastball in there, and it's 1-2 now. Kershaw earning that Cy Young Award. He has pitched a sub-300 ERA last 3 seasons. A lot of strikeouts. He earned it.
I mean, and he won the award at 23 years old. He's young, and believe it or not, he's going to get better, which has to scare the rest of the league.
No doubt. He did it at 23, and now he's pushing 34, 35 in 2023. And let me tell you, when I saw Kershaw come in
Now
2010,
the 2-2.
I knew he was going to be special.
Fastball in there. Struck him out on number 2.
Well, K-Cam's going to show us the 4-seam fastball here.
Jed Lowry.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking at a fastball like that.
They set him up beautifully with the change of speed, but you still think he'd be able to at least try and take a hack.
Yeah, it's one of the toughest pitches in baseball.
And it's Lowry batting.
Well, we got to give it to Jed Lowry, the former New York Met, long-time A. What a career for Jed. He called it career recently after spring training. Same thing for Sergio Romo. He signed with the Giants for, I think, a couple of days and retired as a Giant.
Here's the pitch.
Same thing with Kane, the
Now
Royals.
0-1.
Let him
Watch that fastball go by.
Looks like the hitter's waiting for a pitch that he can get up in the zone to drive a little bit. That's why he went down to the zone with that 4-seamer.
The 4-seam fastball is always tough to hit. You see it
Pitch.
right
Ball. Good eye right there by Jed Lowry. It is a ball, and that'll even it.
Well, that fastball right there just missed, just below the knees. Tell you what, a borderline pitch. I think they wanted that one bad.
there. Yeah, it's just a tough pitch to hit.
Ground ball to short. Number 13. And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. Nothing doing here in this half inning. The Athletics can't get the offense going. Need a
That's for
lineup
sure.
coming to the plate.
Hey, Clay Bellinger, the former Dodger.
For the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Now their rookie center fielder. He'll start the home half of the second.
Well, Cody Bellinger, this is one of the game's top power hitters, former MVP from 2018. This is a guy who got to the World Series, got to the World Series and lost it to the Astros. It was 2017. But you never know with the Dodgers. They finally won it with Cody Bellinger in 2021.
There's a swing and a drive, deep right field. As he drops back for it and puts it away.
Well, they followed the advanced scouting reports to a T. They played the outfielders back that time, and he hit it right into the teeth of the defense.
And the left fielder in.
Well, the Dodgers last year, 3 games over 500 at Dodger Stadium, but not the typical home field advantage we see them enjoy at Chavez Ravine.
Yeah, that's true. The Dodgers have been an up and down team over the last 12 years, but you got to look at this team. From 2000, the Dodgers have thrown so much money at free agents, right? They get new ownership. They're always changing things around. But they finally get some good pitching, good young pitching, and the bats are starting to come around.
Swings and misses. The sinker, 0-1. You know that dip in the Dodgers' home field advantage partly reflected in the stands. Which came first, I don't know, Steve, but there were a lot of empty seats.
It's not a trend I expect to continue, though. They have good, deep pitching. They need to score a few more runs, but that fan base is certainly still there.
Yeah, one of the best fan bases in all of baseball. And the fans in Los Angeles, especially in California, they love the Dodgers.
Here's the delivery. Lays off the changeup. Good pitch, but it's 1-1.
Well, he tried to change up right there, but it just stayed down and off the plate.
What made Shaman Knight such a great prospect for the A's in their organization? He's always been a great crafty lefty. When you think of great crafty lefties, you think of guys such as Scott Cadman. There's a pitcher that was similar, even like Tom Glavine. Just great crafty lefty. You've seen that in the development of Shaman Knight as a great young pitcher.
This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. This one into the gap, rolling towards the wall. He's heading for third. Well, I was already to mark this down on the card as a double. Put another line in there.
Well, he didn't let up at all, Gary. Great effort on his part. Took a chance, but he made it.
Amazing thing is he was able to do it standing up.
That's the great thing about A.J. Pollock. He's always been a good contact hitter, and you've seen right there. Pollock just extended those arms, and that baseball flew into the outfield. And that's what the fans want to see.
Here's Albert Pujols now with the RBI chance.
Well, the deeper you go into the Pujols career, the more impressive the totals get. He'll have a chance at several lifetime records, and at this point, might be one of the best hitters ever to play the game.
There's no doubt, man. He's up there. You think of the likes of Frank Thomas, played first base, Mark McGwire. You think of those great Barry Bonds. Pujols is right up with those guys. In terms of home runs, RBIs, games played, batting average. Don't forget about Rafael Palmeiro. That's another great one. And Sammy Sosa. Man, him and McGwire back in 1998 and 1999 hit some of the biggest, greatest home runs of all time.
That curve is just a little bit outside. 1 ball, no strikes. John, certainly looking at Pujols' numbers, at least among all first basemen has ever played, he's on a very short list of being the best.
Yeah, other hitters have a claim to that, but from this consistency standpoint of Albert Pujols and the fact that he's still a relatively young, early 30s, I think by the end he's going to be the best hitting first baseman ever.
Well, you think about Albert, now in his 40s, and he played last year, 40, I think he's 41. He was almost 42 now. And his last season last year, last 2 years, the home runs have gone down, but he still put up almost 25 plus home runs last year. The year before that with the Dodgers, he put up some good numbers too. But even back home with the Cardinals, he still got it done with the DH now in the National League now. Pujols is still one of the game's greatest players.
Swing liner back up the middle. That'll be a base hit and an RBI.
Well, right there, he just got a pitch he can handle, and he delivers a big RBI for the first run of the game.
And that's what you got to do. Generating RBIs like that, that's what made Pujols a Hall of Famer. Just making plays happen. Things happen.
Number 7 man at the plate. They've done themselves quite a job here. This is a nice push at this point of the ball game to get out in front.
I think we just saw some important production right there, guys. To get on the board at this stage of the game gives them a real chance to build confidence and to win.
I agree with that. Max Muncy really became a star with the Dodgers in 2020 and 2019. And he's had some injury problems, but he really became a big-time star. And the fans in Los Angeles love it when he gets
Here's the pitch. Lined hard deep down the right field side. All the way to the wall. There's the throw. And he gets in there, no problem. Great chance here for Los Angeles.
Now he's surrendered 3 straight hits. He's got to bounce back and get this guy. He needs an out.
And it's Smith batting. His
Will
batting
Smith's
average
another
not
good
good. 215 off Oakland.
And just hasn't ever been able to get dialed in against his team throughout his career.
Runners on second and third, 1 down.
Yeah, he's really struggled against the A's, but Will Smith has shown it over the last few years between him and the backup catcher. I could forget this. But yeah, Will Smith has been a real good pickup for the Dodgers.
Line shot into center field. And it's through. Smith's brought him home.